Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is Wednesday, 20th day of August, 2025. Now, this is about what happened in Anambra State in Oba, about the youth corp member, a female who was, stripping and stripped naked by Soludo's vigilante. Let me put it in this term so that people will understand what I'm saying. There was a time where when we complain about the activities of this vigilante group, and people thought that, come, stop saying about all these things. Is it because you hate Soludo? That was the angle people were, trying to drag the narratives to. Because we were experiencing and having the reports of the human rights abuses by these people every day. There was a time they were shooting in the air, they shot one lady dead, instant. We talk, they will detain people arbitrarily in one upstairs, no charge to court, nothing. Soludo is supervising all these things. When this issue of the youth corp member happened and, immediately, not quite long, they arrested the culprits, the vigilante group who beat up the lady. So it was a pause to so many people who were trying to react to anger that these people have been arrested. But it doesn't end at arresting them. There will be no justice. The reason why I said there will be no justice is because Soludo's aide was on Channels television and defending these people. No matter what you tell me about his outing on Channels television, he was literally defending these people. And that is where my anger, came in, because I was saying that these people have been arrested, kudos, because they committed a crime by doing that. But for Soludo's aide to come to Channels television to start defending what they did, no matter whom they are, no matter whether they're on duty or not, such act is prohibited, is unacceptable. But this man was on Channels television defending these people. That is where I understand that Soludo is not in charge of these people. The government is like, these people are out of control, or they have assigned them to do something else. Because from what this man said that you're about to watch, what he said, it means that these people are uncontrollable, that these people will continue to do this thing that they did. Take a listen.
And some men came in and dragged them out, said that they were suspected of being engaged in cyber fraud, homosexuality, and the rest. And what ensued after is a very sad tale. One of the core members was stripped by those men. Those men are men of the Udogachi security outfit in Anambra State, or they were men of the Udogachi security outfit in Anambra State. We can't show you all of the video because, of course, we want to protect the lady, and these are not things that you should even see or you can see on television. It's a very sad event. It has scarred the lady for life. But what exactly played out? What is being done to ensure that justice is done for this lady and the other core members? Well, we're joined on the program this morning by a representative of the state government, Mr. Ken Emeakai. He's a special advisor to Governor Charles Soludo on community security. He joins us via Zoom this morning. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Well,
thank you for having me.
It's good to have you to speak to this very sad event. First, can you provide a backstory as to what you know about this event? Because you, of course, are in the know. You are the special advisor on community security, under whom the Udogachi security outfit operates. So speak to us about what you know about this event to begin with.
Thank you. First and foremost, I have to begin by saying that what happened in the course of the security, the operatives doing their job, what happened in that process was quite unfortunate. What happened in that process was quite unfortunate. Now, the gravamen of the matter is that the members of Agune Chamber, because there is this confusion about Agune Chamber and Udogachi. Just like you mentioned now, you call it them Udogachi. Yes, Udogachi is an operational name Udogachi is not just about the state security outfit. Udogachi encompasses the Nigeria police, the army, the DSS, the civil defense, all the federal agencies, security agencies in Anambra State, plus the state security outfit. So that is Operation Udogachi. It's an operational code name to handle issues just like a security joint task force. But Agone Chamber is the state security outfit. Agone Chamber itself is a creation of the law of Anambra State. It's a creation of the Homeland Security Law. And if you go by the Homeland Security Law 2025, where you find the powers and the functions of Agone Chamber, because it is important that we understand the powers and functions of the security outfit. As I said earlier, we are not trying to justify the overzealousness or the error or the infringement on the rights of the people of the particular victim you mentioned about. We're not justifying that. Like I said, it was unfortunate that happened. But I begin by enumerating that the powers of Agone Chamber in the state, I'm having the Homeland Security Law here with me, the Anambra State Homeland Security Law 2025. If you come to Section 5, I'll just take you to Section 5E and F of the Homeland Security Law. It says the Agone Chamber have powers to enter and search any compound into which a questionable person runs while being pursued. The Agone Chamber have powers to form special forces or squads for the purpose of tackling kidnapping, banditry, consumption of illicit drugs, cultism, robbery, and any other violent crimes in the state. Now, what happened on that fateful day was that because the Agone Chamber, we have Agone Chamber at 3 different levels, though all of them under the purview and the supervision oversight functions of the state command. You have the Agone Chamber at the community level. We have the Agone Chamber at the local government level and then at the state. Now, the community unit of Agone Chamber in Oba town were chasing, in conjunction with the state command strike force, were chasing after a group of cultists, suspected cultists, who were riding on about 12 motorcycles, from what we were told. Now, in the course of that pursuit, the cultists, the suspected cultists, ran into an area, an isolated area, and in the process, ran also into some houses there. And the operatives, in the exercise of their functions, as I just read out now, in the exercise and in conformity with their powers in Section 5, F, E and F of the Homeland Security Law, pursued them into those compounds. And from what we were told, they got to the compound, some people ran into different rooms within that compound. So they went to these places and knocked to bring out the people. They brought them out to screen them, to identify which, and from what they said, and from even what the victim narrated to me, that they were about, I think they were more than 10 or so in a room. So the operatives went to that place and they were going, searching those buildings. And it was not just that building that was in that compound. So that was what led to them going there. So what took them to that place in the first place was their pursuit after a group of suspected cultists, which is in line with our mandate. So, as I said earlier, while trying to screen them, we do not rule out this issue of human errors, because this is human endeavor. So that unfortunate incident happened. And immediately that happened, I was surprised. I'm just surprised to hear that someone is talking about trying to sweep under the carpet. Immediately that the incident happened, we got the report immediately. And the first step we took was we arrested the operatives. We arrested the operatives involved in that act. Then detained them. They were with us because our practice is when an incident involves our own operatives,
right,
what we do is we arrest them, carry out our preliminary investigations, then get the complainants or the victims involved, interview the victims and the complainants alongside with our own operatives in order to determine the level of what action to take, whether it is something that we can handle by internal disciplinary measures or something that we have to prosecute. So in this case, in the instant case, we arrested our people, then invited the victims. The victims came to my office, accompanied by the local government coordinator of NYSC. They came to my office, and we brought everybody together to hear them out. In the end, our views was that our men who went on that assignment, though they went on a legal assignment, but their actions, the act carried out there was unacceptable.
So let me be clear, Mr. Ezekai. Their modus operandi first is questionable. Is it right for them to kick a door